Yo, what's up, guys? It's Dalton from Home of Hip Hop.
And I'm Lyndon. Today we will be doing J.Cole's For Your Eyez Only.
Released in 2016 from Dreamville Records.
Yeah, and we got a 44-minute runtime, 10 tracks, and 0 features.
As tends to be the way with J. Cole. So, content and themes, what are we looking at?
Look, we got J. Cole. He's weaving a bit of a narrative here from the perspective of both himself and a deceased friend. Now, it kind of covers the trials and tribulations and the decisions and paths we take in life. And it's all kind of geared up towards the deceased friend's daughter in this case.
Right, and throughout the album, some of the themes we're looking at are young arrogance on the track Immortal. You get your love, life, death, looking at what it means to be a gangster and you know, the thug side of it, but also the downside and looking at, wow, this is a risky part of life and I don't really know what I'm doing and this isn't a great path for me to take, and the self-awareness of that on vile mentality. And then, of course, at the very end with For Your Eyez Only, we get a really retrospective look at life in general from this deceased father, and we get to see, you know, everything he's done, where he's come from, what he thinks of himself, and just his final words to his daughter about what it means to be real. So, first impressions of the album, what did you think?
Look, it was a bit of a slow start. First few tracks, they kind of blended into each other a little bit. You know, instrumentally, they were in the same field. And lyrically, there was nothing that really stood out to me. But then we get to the track Change, so we're at the midpoint on this album currently. And, you know, it was a change. It was a more inspired flow. Lyrically, you know, more diverse and more multi-syllable stuff going on in there. Some nice female vocals on the hook there. Yeah, look, it was a nice change from the start. And then, of course, we lead on to the back end of the album and whew.
Yeah, with For Your Eyez Only, of course, you know, really was the thing that carried this album through and set the bar high. Also kind of representing what J. Cole can produce and what he has the ability to do with his writing and his storytelling. And it's all there, and he displays that really well with that final track. I think the instrumentals throughout this album too are very much so relaxed, laid back, but with a kind of trappy nature, almost as if it was a lullaby edition of trap music. With some nice kind of jazzy tunes thrown in there as well from track to track. So it's a nice mix between those two, and definitely a bit different for J. Cole. Favorite bits, what strong moments that stood out to you?
She's Mine. Nice instrumental.
Absolutely.
Change, as I said before, you know, it was a nice change of pace. I really enjoyed it. I think I've really covered up until the last track. I think I've covered my main highlights from it. There was it just felt like a lot of filler content in there.
Yeah. Strong points for me, definitely. For Your Eyez Only, of course. Like I said before, just being the pinnacle track, really displaying everything J. Cole can do. The narrative is beautiful, really clear as well. You take this really great story with J. Cole reading out a letter or a song to his friend's daughter, and the friend is now deceased. So that's a really great, lovely way to end off the whole album. Another strong point for me, or memorable, is in Neighbours. I think the neighbours think I'm selling dope. It's just ringing through my head non-stop since listening to it, and I cannot get it out. Please help. No, yeah. So overall, I think that's my strong points. A rating.
Are we doing it? Are we?
What do you want to give it? Should we do a countdown?
We haven't revealed it yet.
Not at all. All right, ready?
So this might bring about a few. All right. 3, 2, 1, 6.
7 and 6. All right, we're pretty close. I was leaning 6. I was like 6, 7.
All right.
I thought I'd be generous and go the 7.
Sweet. Yeah. I was a little bit worried that we might be off on this.
No.
Excellent.
I thought we were going to be pretty similar.
Sweet.
So why a 6? What were you missing? What did you want more of or less of?
Look, if you listen to the full album and you get to For Your Eyez Only, you know, really so good, and it just left me wondering, why was the rest of the album so basic?
Yeah, it was really lacking that. It was lacking everything that was in For Your Eyez Only wasn't there in all the other songs, where you could get these great multi-syllables and a nice hook.
Even
a
the
smooth
narrative,
instrumental.
it was far more clear. Before, the message and the content, it seemed a bit jumbled throughout.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, the last track really cleared it up. But look, at the end of the day, I gave it a 6 out of 16. And, I just felt there could have been a lot more, really, in every aspect.
Yeah, I mean, especially for an album with only 10 tracks, I was expecting him to make the most out of each track. But then you get Folding Clothes, which is literally a song about folding clothes. And that kind of was hurtful and almost felt like it really didn't need to be in the album. It was an entire filler song. Also, looking at repetition, it was really, really strong through the album, where it was the hooks being this one line that just gets said over and over and over again, or basically all the hooks were drilled into your mind. And with these trap beats, I don't know if J. Cole was trying to come up with the next club banger and made an album centered around that idea while trying to tell the narrative. But I think he didn't quite commit himself to it, and the delivery just wasn't quite right.
It wasn't quite the J. Cole we're used to, and it's almost like he wanted to jump on the bandwagon for trap, but obviously he didn't want to commit to it
and isolate old fans. But anyway, that's basically our wrap up for Your Eyez Only. If you were to recommend where to go if you want more J. Cole, where would you go?
Well, obviously, Born Sinner. Good place to start.
Fantastic album. 2014 Forest Hill Drive. He won several awards for that and was praised for having no features on there either, producing the whole album by himself. Also a great one to check out.
Now, we did have a funny little suggestion for this album. Perhaps when listening, perhaps listen to For Your Eyez Only first. Listen through the album, and then tackle For Your Eyez Only again at the end. And it may just bring a little bit more clarity and, just bring it together a little bit more for you.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the wrap up for today. J. Cole, For Your Eyez Only. If you want to get a more in-depth analysis, make sure to check out our website. We'll have a link in the description, as well as to our Facebook, Twitter, Spotify, Instagram, Snapchat. And make sure that you follow us on Spotify for sure. We've got playlists for Your Ears Only, full of all this interesting rap content. Make sure to check it out, and we'll catch you in the next video. Peace!